All right, team, turns!
This is unbelievable.
Hey, you know something? I'm gonna tell you something. This is what it's all about. We eat, fish eat.
Look at the mouth on that. Larry Smith Outdoors is brought to you in part by the Badger Sportsman Magazine, Big Snow Resort, Jiffy Ice Drills, Hard and Soft Fishing, Bartline Barrels, Cold Snap Outdoors, Deep Freeze, and Lynch Auto Mall of McGuanago.
And remember, it's a great day to be alive. Hey, this week we're up in the UP and we're fishing Lake Gogebic, and I'll tell you what a real treat today. I'm being guided by two really professional guys, and I'll tell you, John and Tom are taking our guiding today, and they're going to put us on some walleyes.
Hi, I'm John Sibley. I fishwithguide.com, and I guide out to Timbers Resort. Tim and Sarah are great folks over there. They have an awesome bait shop.
I saw that this morning. Nice place.
Nice place. I mean, everything you need. I'm here with Tommy Hicks, good friend of mine from the ice team. He doesn't have ice up in Superior yet, so he's been playing around with me the last few weeks here. Let's talk about your guide business a little bit.
Like you said, Tommy Hicks, I own Beyond the Catch, beyondthecatch.com. I guide in Chequamegon Bay in the Apostle Islands. I've been up there 4 years now. Grew up there, born and raised.
So you're telling me we'll be able to go this winter, later this winter, go up and catch some big trout?
I think we're going to be out there in a couple weeks.
Wow, I'm excited about that. Tell us a little bit more about your guiding up there, because that's a very beautiful area and a very unique area.
The Apostle Islands are just fantastic. We do a lot of nearshore trout and salmon. We do some walleye, perch in the bay. Late in the year, we go out in the deep water in the Apostle Islands and we do bobbing for lake trout. And we'll probably get a little taste of that here later in the season.
And I love to fish lake trout. That'd be awesome. And today, what are we doing here? We're up on Gogebic. We're fishing walleyes, right? And we're fishing, how deep of water are we fishing today, you guys?
11 to 12 feet of water.
Okay.
We'll probably move in a little shallower to a weed flat that we've been fishing and doing really well on. So it just depends. You got to be diverse on this lake. And
sure.
Move and keep moving, so stay on fish.
What can we expect? I know fishing's fishing, but what can we expect for numbers and what kind of size of fish are we looking at up on this system here? I know this system's gone through a lot of transitions, like a lot of bodies of water. And I was talking to Tim Long the other day on the phone, and he said there's really a tremendous population of walleyes back in this system again, because of the work that they've been doing on this lake.
Our average fish are 13 to 20 inches. I mean, once in a while, we've probably caught 4 or 5 really good, solid fish in the last week. A 28, a 24. I mean,
nice fish
over 20. I mean, but it's not really common here. It's more of a red lake scenario where you're getting 30, 40 fish a day.
A lot of fish. We've been having times. We got 6, 7 beaver dams up at a time. You can't keep them down.
What's the size limit and what's the numbers can you keep on this system?
You can keep 5 fish.
Right.
2 between 13 and 15 inches.
That's
and
interesting.
3 over 15 or 5 over 15.
Okay. Very, very interesting. And something I never realized, because I haven't been up in the UP, especially for fishing any of these lakes, that this morning we all had to have helmets on when you come out on, is that on ATV and a snowmobile?
Okay, your snowmobiles have to be registered and your ATVs have to have an ORV sticker on there, so a Michigan sticker, and this is considered public property. So
okay. We
have 5 new wardens policing this lake, which is a great thing, so you guys got to follow the law, check into the laws before you come up.
Great. Hey, I got an idea. Let's go catch some fish, huh?
Yeah,
all right.
Badger Sportsman Magazine, the premier outdoor magazine, published in Oshkosh and written by Wisconsin sportsmen for Wisconsin sportsmen. Get the most out of your time in the woods or on the water. Subscribe to Badger Sportsman Magazine today.
Hey folks, the Badger Sportsman Magazine wants to see you having fun out in the outdoors, and all you have to do to have a chance of winning a brand new propane Pro 4 auger like this is to submit a picture of you having fun out in the outdoors. Go to badgersportsman.com.
At Jiffy, we pride ourselves at being #1 in developing the best propane drills on the ice. It's why our engineers have worked side by side with anglers for 65 years running. All built and tested right here in the US of A. Patented proven performance is Jiffy's vision for the future. And from where we stand, the future looks pretty darn sweet. Jiffy, we put the world on ice.
If you want a tip-up that lasts, nothing beats a beaver dam. With over 50 years of American craftsmanship in every one. From our classic tip-up to round models, to the new beaver bucket station or bracket. We're your partner on the ice that's never had a meltdown, even if your buddies do.
Oh, look at that fish! Oh my gosh! Holy cow,
it's yours,
Dave,
baby.
look at that fish!
Hey Tommy, why don't you show us the rig that you're using? And we've got the beaver dam tip up. That's a nice looking tip up, and we've got the blue tip on there. When we're fishing like on Winnebago, the water's real clear. I'm using a real long fluorocarbon leader, sometimes up to 4 foot when we're using tip ups. On Pete and Well, we use real short leaders as a stain system. What do you use when you're on this body of water? Is it a short leader or?
I got the leaders pretty short.
Okay.
Mainly tonight we're going to go up in shallow water, so I'm only going to fish 3 feet under the ice, 4
Holy
feet
cats.
under the ice.
And how deep
Shallow.
the water?
It's 7 feet with weeds, and you don't want that sucker to get down in them weeds and then it can't move.
Okay.
And it's a big thing you'll notice tonight. We got to be right on the bite, and you got to get down and get that fish right away because
Right.
you don't want that walleye to feel any of that resistance.
And right now we're fishing a little deeper though, right?
We're out on a sand flat just past the weeds right now. Somebody's fish come out here during the day, so we're gonna fish, right foot off the bottom.
Okay, that sounds good. Show us what we're using for bait and how you're hooking that.
We're using some pretty big sucker minnows, and I'm just hooking them right in the back just so they swim natural.
Okay.
We've got a number 8 treble hook and a real small split shot. I'm letting this bait do a lot of work down there. I'm letting them cover some ground.
Okay. You know something, and I don't know if it works here, but I'm just gonna, this is what I like to do when I'm using any kind of bait on a system like this where I want the bait to move around a lot. And again, everything's a little different. I usually just bite the tail off. And what it does is it keeps that minnow moving all the time so it can't just sit still. You know what's gonna happen once that bait realizes that it can't get away from off that hook? What it's gonna happen, it's gonna keep moving and try to keep it balanced. So
Yeah, we were doing some of that same stuff.
This one's mine, so let's see what happens.
All right.
Thanks, Tommy. Nope.
Kenny, come set this back up.
All right, Tommy, number 3, buddy.
Here we go.
Let's see what happens. 3 could be very lucky. Ooh, that one's going pretty good. The old beaver dam. Oh, you get him?
There he is.
All right. Any size to him?
He's average.
We get to see what a Gogebic walleye looks like. Ooh, yeah, that's a nice fish right there.
We'll take that.
Yeah, that's a great way to start the day off. Boy, that fish has got it right down to his throat right there.
They've really been grabbing them and running today.
That's-
They've finally hung on for us here. We've been set up for what, 20 minutes?
At the most right there. You know, that's a great part about coming up and being able to jig and use tip ups too, is that you're covering a lot of water here. We got a pretty big area here that we're fishing. And yeah, again, boy, I can't wait to see what's going to happen through the course of the day. So far, it's been pretty good. Kenny, you got one?
Got one.
John, you want to get that transducer out of there for me? Thanks. Big time. Not too bad. Now, were you real tight to bottom when you were jigging that fish?
Yeah, and then I just brought it up a little bit.
Any club? Are you marking many fish? I've only marked one over there, and I had him pretty much up the hole, and he came off on me.
Yeah, this is the only one I marked so far, and
Okay.
it ate.
Hey, maybe you should drill some more holes. Right?
I'll get on that.
Yeah, right. And I'll go try to catch another fish. All right, good job. Got him, Tommy? There you go. Ooh, nice perch. Look at that. That is a great perch. You know, that's a dandy perch. You know, I haven't fished this lake in about 10 years. And the last time, Tommy, I was up here fishing perch, and I actually caught 2 perch that was the only time in my life that were actually 15 inches, and one was 15 and a quarter off this body of water. That is a dandy perch.
I've been here all week. This is my first perch. We actually thought it was a walleye.
Yeah.
Said, get on over here.
Look at that. Look at the girth on that and the colors on them. They were absolutely awesome fish. And that rod was just sitting there.
Yeah. I seen the minnow start going crazy, and I grabbed it.
Right. I always thought the only way you catch these perch up here in Gogebic was on wigglers. So, excellent. We're doing good. Nice job.
The new Beaver Dam Titanium Tip Stick is the first ice rod with a built-in extendable titanium spring bobber, making it the most versatile ice rod ever. Extend the bobber for ultralight panfish jigging, or retract it for game fish or when it's time for travel. It even has a built-in rattling handle to attract fish. It took a while to come up with an ice rod worthy of the Beaver Dam name, but when we did, boy, we nailed it.
With ice fishing just around the corner, it's time to gear up. Check out the new Pro Skimmer by Deep Freeze. Offered in 6-inch, 8-inch, and 10-inch models. The fastest ice skimmer on the market. And once you're ready for those tip-ups, don't forget about Blue Tips, the first tip-up alert system sent straight to your smartphone. Free app available on Android and iOS. Check out these and other products at deepfreezefishing.com or any of your favorite retailers.
Brad, God darn it. You got 20 years on me. All right, let's see what you get. You got him?
Got him.
All right, good job. All right, Brad. Brad from Deep Freeze, our buddy from Deep Freeze.
Well, line.
Yeah, well, holy moly. Is that a pike?
I don't know.
Holy cats.
Wow.
Wow.
There we go.
What do we got? There's a line marker. We had a little bit of a lull in action, about 20 minutes. Now it seems like, there you go, it's good fish.
Nice fish.
All right, nice. Hold them up to the camera, my friend.
Here we go.
Yep. Nice. You know, and is that pretty typical, Tommy, about these bites? You know, it's like that way at home. All of a sudden, you know, it'll be fast and furious for a half hour, 45 minutes. Then all of a sudden you'll be sitting for 20 minutes or hardly anything, and then all of a sudden, bing, you get one here, boom, over there, start marking them a lot.
Noticing that all week. You look around the lake and everybody's running here, running there, and then everything calms down.
Right. Boy, this is it's a beautiful area up here in the UP, and you know, this is a great place to be. I'm really surprised back in back of us, there's quite a few permanents, and everybody's really spread right out. Oh, yep. So, all right, another flag. All right, come on. All right, Kenny's turn. I tell you, you know, Kenny, why is Tommy always busting your chops all the time? That's what I want to know. You know, you seem to be a nice guy, and he's constantly on you. You got him?
You got him. Oh, yeah, it's here.
You missed one before. Oh, there you go. You know, these fish remind me a lot of Winnebago fish. That's kind of, we catch a lot of fish that are between that 14 and 18-inch size limit, and all quality eating fish, you know. It's amazing a system like this, the amount of fish that are in it. I mean, you were up here for what, a couple weeks, and how many fish do you say you caught in a couple weeks up here?
Hundreds
yeah.
of fish we've caught.
What a great, what a great fishery. And this is also a really good perch fishery too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're not quite out to the main basin yet. The ice is a little sketchy, so that's why we're hanging up here on the north end. But
so after probably next week, you know, with that cold front finally.
Help out everybody.
That's awesome. Good job, Kenny. Hey, I'll even get you a minnow, man. I know Tommy wouldn't do that for you, but I would. Hey, Kenny, thanks for the cookie. You know, one thing I've learned about tip-up fishing is that walleyes are pretty good at getting the bait or coming up, especially in the winter. They're coming up to that bait and they'll kill it, and you won't even set the flag off. And I always like to check it too. The other thing is that, like I was saying before, why I bite the tails off on the bait is once that bait gets down there and it realizes it's struggling to get away and it can't get away, it knows its natural instinct is not to be moving down there to attract any other game fish. So just by lifting them once in a while too and checking them, it really gets that minnow moving again for a little bit. So that's just a couple of key things. It seems like every time you go around and check your tip-ups, then all of a sudden they'll start biting again. You'll get flags again. So I don't let my tip-ups sit more than a half hour without checking them.
Larry, what do you got there? Get out of there. Haven't you ever seen this?
Oh, the one scoop?
The one-shot skimmer.
Oh man, let's see how this thing works.
Here we go. So we're in an 8-inch hole here.
Yep.
We got the 8-inch model.
Yep. One
so we
shot
go down
scoop.
and we turn it sideways.
Right.
You can see it encompasses the whole hole.
Yep.
Pick it out just like that. If you got any left there, you just go back in for one more. There you go.
Is that
clean
sweet?
hole.
You know what I say to that? This?
There it is.
Give me that scooper.
There we go.
One shot scooper?
You got it.
All right, I'm going to the next hole. You can have this one anyways. All right.
Here we go, Larry.
Last hour and a half has been a little bit slow, but now we finally got a couple flags in a row here. And I just marked a couple when I was jigging too. All right, let's see what happens here.
Only got out of a couple feet here.
You know, it's kind of funny. We don't have any wind today. Ooh, got him. There you go.
Little throbbing.
Little walleye, huh? Let's see what we got. Oh, no.
Yes.
That's one thing I always loved about this lake. It is amazing. I've only fished this thing one other time or two other times now, and it was for perch, and I cannot believe
that's the
second
size. One today.
Yeah.
I've been here all week. It's the first two I caught.
Are you serious? Oh, he must have brought you some good perch luck, huh?
Walleyes being a little tough on us, but I think
that's okay.
As long as the sun gets down here, we're gonna
that's what you're saying.
You're saying,
yeah, you're saying this bite out here can be an all-night bite too, huh? That's interesting. You know, most of the bodies of water we fish are all day bites, so I'm interested to see tonight how good this bite is out here. But nice perch, good filler fish.
Excellent.
We're
gonna let this guy go.
Back down to the deep. I love the colors, that dark green on them things.
At Jiffy, we pride ourselves at being #1 in developing the best propane drills on the ice. It's why our engineers have worked side by side with anglers for 65 years running. All built and tested right here in the US of A. Patented proven performance is Jiffy's vision for the future, and from where we stand, the future looks pretty darn sweet. Jiffy, we put the world on ice.
Badger Sportsman Magazine, the premier outdoor magazine, published in Oshkosh and written by Wisconsin sportsmen for Wisconsin sportsmen. Get the most out of your time in the woods or on the water. Subscribe to Badger Sportsman Magazine today.
Hey folks, the Badger Sportsman Magazine wants to see you having fun out in the outdoors, and all you have to do to have a chance of winning a brand new propane Pro 4 auger like this is to submit a picture of you having fun out in the outdoors. Go to badgersportsman.com.
Hi, Matt Pachonich here with Beaver Dam Ice Fishing Products. I want to show you a great way to keep your tip-ups organized, tangle-free, and out of the elements. This is a Beaver Dam tip-up bag. It holds 6 tip-ups and also turns into a backpack. What makes this bag so unique is it has a little extra bigger pockets inside here, so it gives you plenty of room when it's super cold out here to get your tip-up in and you're not fighting it trying to get it in. Also, another great feature is these industrial heavy-duty zippers. Out here in these elements, ton of ice all the time. You can sit here and bust the ice and not worry about busting cheap zippers all the time. Check it out at beaverdamicefishing.com.
Welcome to Larry Smith Outdoors Ice Fishing, a full-service guiding ice fishing adventure. We supply all the equipment and provide a hot meal out on the ice. You just need to arrive with a Wisconsin fishing license and get ready to catch fish and have a great experience. We guide 7 days a week, are fully insured, use the latest tested tough gear, and will work harder than anyone to put you on fish. To book a trip, please call 920-361-4996. Hey Tommy, you got a knife?
I do.
I can't believe I'm starving. I found this smoked venison that was in my pocket from the other day.
That will hit the spot.
Pretty darn tasty. Let's cut that baby up.
Like steak.
Yep. Tommy! I'll get the transducer. All right, nice job. Nice job.
Ready, Larry? You get him.
All right, nice job. Let you grab. Nice job. You know, it seems like we just caught that one on the tip up, and
they're just finicky.
Yeah.
That was about it.
You know, I think they're just starting to come on. You know, Tim came over here before, and I know you guys been fishing out here, and they're saying the early and late bite is the best bite out here. Yeah, and this water really is pretty clear. I was surprised.
We got another 10 minutes till the sun goes down here, and
game on, huh?
Horizon, game
right.
On.
You just had, again, a full minnow on that, huh?
Yep, full minnow, and they're just coming in the screen, coming out of the screen.
Right, that's what I was
noticing.
noticing.
You got to remember, a lot of guys get frustrated because you're not marking many fish.
Right.
If you think about it, we're marking a tiny, tiny area.
Maybe a foot and a half.
Maybe a foot.
Yep.
So them fish got to be right on your lure. They disappear. They're just making a circle and they're coming back.
Right.
And the key is up here. It's not a jigging bite. Almost a dead stick. We're just barely moving that
just
lure
kind of shaking
just to get the
just
minnow to take off again.
Okay.
Just to get them moving again. And they come and crack it.
Great. I'm going to go back and start jigging myself. I'm looking forward to this. Got one, Kenny? All right. Oop, got her. I tell you now, we're starting to mark quite a few fish. And, ooh, there you go. Hold that one up. Nice. Same thing. That fish was tight to bottom?
Yeah, I just came in and smoked it.
I see you switch colors on me.
You did. Hey, I thought you were going to use that pink. You know what, Kenny? He's only said about 10 words all day today, you know, unless we're a little too far away and we can't hear what you're saying. But he didn't tell me to switch to Fire Tiger, you know. Oh, we got another flag over there. Hang on. Kenny just got that one over there. I ran for this one. And Tommy, let's see what we got here.
They are starting up now. Hey,
yep.
Everybody you can see on the lake here is starting to run.
Oh, I think he dropped it too. Gosh, I was hoping. Oh, no, there he is. He must have came back a little bit. There he is.
He's almost come back to the bottom of the hole.
All right.
Nice.
Yep, there we go. Hold that one up to the camera. You know, it is funny how right away this morning we did pretty good, and then through the course of the day it was real slow. Good thing we had a lot of good stories to tell. And now it's starting to, you know, penetration's going down.
Yep.
The fish are definitely starting to come on. And boy, look at that fish. Got it swallowed right down to his stomach there.
Yeah, we're going to save him for a fish fry.
Okay, well, I'll grab you another minnow, and hopefully we're going to get a bunch more flags. Man, it's picking up pretty good now. Tommy, God darn it, I wanted to at least catch a fish jigging. I cannot get over this.
Get this one.
I actually thought you were BSing me a little bit about this late bite.
The blue tip.
The blue tip, that is very slick. You can see that from a long ways. Plus I could hear it in my, oh, there we go.
Got him?
Yep. I cannot get over how fast and furious this fishing is here. I can't imagine how many walleyes are in this body of water. Man, oh man, and they're almost a lot of them are like clones, you know, or a lot of 15 to 18 inch fish. And like I say, for guys that love to keep fish to eat, besides the magnum perch that are in this body of water, what a great place to come. And you guys look like you got plenty of ice out here too.
Yeah,
so,
we're up to about 8 inches.
Yeah, not too
It's
shabby.
getting a lot colder out here the last few days, and it's gaining it quick. So we should be out on the main basin, like John said, for the perch in a matter of days.
Okay, that's awesome. Great. All right, I'm gonna get one jigging. Dang it. Boy, I tell you, this is unbelievable. This is flag, you guys, flag after flag after flag after flag. I just cannot get over this. Boy, this one really, oh, there you go.
Hey, there we go.
That's a little bit nicer fish there. Look at the coloring on these fish too. You know, and I thought it was pretty interesting. You know, at home we use a lot of fatheads and shiners. Now you guys up here are using smaller sucker minnows for these walleyes, and it's kind of interesting for a body of water that doesn't have a lot of
forage like minnows for feed up here, that these fish feed a lot more on insects, that you're using a big old, you know,
big suckers.
Suckers
It seems odd almost.
It does.
It definitely
hey,
works.
It works, and that's awesome.
It's kind of the same thing we do on the Pike Lake chain at home. You know, we use the big suckers, and you get any size fish.
Tommy, I tell you, that blue tip is awesome. Besides having that alarm go off, you got the light too. So, let's see what we get here. Got him? Yeah. Just can't get over how these fish, as soon as it starts, that light starts going down, how they just light right up. Oh, there's a little better one. Yeah, it's about the same. Yeah. You know, like I said before, these fish, as far as eating size, that it can't go wrong. This is absolutely, this lake is loaded full of walleyes. Yeah, we've had a great time.
And I had to shed the jacket off. It was cold a little bit ago. Now we're warm again.
That's the way it should be right there. But no, what a great opportunity to come out and catch a bunch of fish up here at Lake Gogebic. And hey, you'll be heading back to Ashland and be catching
tomorrow.
Monster.
Going on the road, good browns.
Man.
Can't wait.
That sounds like fun. We'll definitely be up there to fish with you too. So I'll go grab you a minnow, see what happens. Hey folks, the Badger Sportsman magazine wants to see you having fun out in the outdoors, and all you have to do to have a chance of winning a brand new propane Pro 4 auger like this is to submit a picture of you having fun out in the outdoors. Go to badgersportsman.com. Hey, you know, Tommy, we had an absolutely awesome day out on Lake Gogebic, and Tim, thanks for letting us use your resort here. What a nice place to stay. Hey, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Timbers Resort that you have?
Well, what we have here is 11 different housekeeping cabins. They all vary in size. So when groups come in, we just try to get them into the appropriate size cabin that have the number of beds that they need.
Okay.
Our winter rate is $48 a night per person plus tax. So when these groups of guys come in, they can all pay separately, and it's easy to keep track of what your bill is and stuff like that. Another thing with the Timbers Resort is that we have nice, flat, level parking and ample parking for these big rigs to come in with enclosed trailers and stuff like that. Access right to the lake. We're situated on about 8 acres of property here. We have this bait and tackle shop here, sell live bait, all the tackle that you need to catch fish on Lake Gogebic. And
not to mention the things that we caught all the walleyes on this afternoon.
Beaver dams.
Beaver dams.
Right. Well, it works out good. You know, what a great place. Hey, if you want to bring your family or just your friends and come out here and have a great time catching a lot of quality eating walleyes and perch, you know, give Tim a call. If you want to have some good guiding, make sure you give Tommy a call. Absolutely fantastic time. I can't believe the walleyes up in this Gogebic Lake, you know, and I know, John, it's got huge perch. You showed me a lot of pictures of catches that you guys had, and Tommy, you caught some real nice ones today. Hey, how can people get a hold of you guys when they want to do some of the guide trips on some of the waters that you guys fish?
On mine, you can just look up fishwithguide.com.
Okay.
Be the easiest.
Yep. Tommy?
Beyondthecatch.com, and then my contact number is 715-292-4342. You can also follow both of us on Facebook, Fish with Guy Guide Service and Beyond the Catch Guide Service.
Hey, absolutely awesome. And just remember, it's a great day to be alive. And I'm Larry Smith. God, I want to catch a fish today. I'm never going to get the fish today.
All right, let's just do it how we were doing.
Okay, all right. I couldn't believe that when I found that in my pocket. I'm like, holy man.
Are you eating a candy bar?
No. Really, you should mind your own business.